Hello, you're welcome to our Tuesday edition of Nigerian Market. Nigerian Market is an advocacy program of AID, and AID is Ambassador Initiative for Development and Empowerment. And we're excited this morning to join you. And those of you joining us, we are live on our social media, and those we're always here on Tuesday and Thursday to talk about made in Nigerian product. I know this NGO is the first NGO that is an online television that talks more on made in Nigerian product, and that is giving us the impetus to talk how our economy can grow and how we can look inwards to promote what is made in Nigeria so that we can create more jobs and opportunities for the young person. So with me today in the studio, we have very, very interesting guest. Is going to be our wonderful guest, so we're going to introduce him as I go on. First, I'm bringing in someone, Chibenes Paul, who is our ED. You're welcome to our program this morning.
Yeah, viewers, thank you. And it's a wonderful Tuesday.
Yes. And close to me, just like I said, a very distinguished guest in our studio this morning. He's no other person than Mr. ALHAJI SANI GARBA. He's the executive secretary, executive chairman of Visa and Training Limited. So you're welcome to our program this morning.
Thank you very much. It's Business Visa and Training Company.
Okay, business. Okay, thank you very much. You're welcome. Yes, and with viewers, you are there. We want to welcome you to our today's edition, and our topic is no other than it's going to be very robust. Since last week, with the follow-up last week, we celebrated the MSME Day. It was quite awesome, where a lot of young persons went through with awards and cards. So that is climaxing with our own topic this morning. Our topic is going to be on harnessing the potentials of MSMEs to build the Nigerian economy. 100% made in Nigeria, made in Nigerian good is what we're going to discuss today. So, and that's why we have our guest this morning going to talk more on made in Nigerian product. And from what we have, about 2 weeks ago, we were talking on this program, what we went out, the expo they exhibited was quite awesome, and it gave us an insight that Nigeria is doing well. And if we actually look inward, we can definitely, build our economy in a very strong footing. So we're going to look more on this aspect. The follow-up, Mr. Sam, we were in that expo last 2 weeks, I believe, and we saw what was actually brought for people to view and see how well Nigerians are ingenious in what they can do for themselves. When we said look inward, I think that's one of those first steps we're going to spotlight to tell us that yes, our program has not been, it has been yielding positive response from that takeoff.
Well, for me, viewers, I'm more excited, not just being at the expo, but being inside the electric car. For me, it was something, that's a legacy. In fact, I'll go and frame that picture. Please, let me go and frame that picture. But above all, seeing the man behind that whole adventure is more exciting for me. And like I said off camera before we entered studio, what we saw at the Eagle Square, like just a tip of the iceberg, because we didn't say much, about ALHAJI. Then we had the privilege of visiting him after the expo, and we saw things, amazing things. I'm sure that every Nigerian that ALHAJI and see the products we have in Nigeria, we're proud to say I am a Nigerian and that in my lifetime these things are happening. So for me, I'm more excited, there at that expo, not just being there, that we're also one-on-one with the man behind the expo. So I think that's the most interesting thing. So ALHAJI, again, we welcome you to the studio.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Okay. ALHAJI we are very glad and very excited, just like Aida has said. So because of time, we don't want to do much. We want to actually ask that what actually gave you the insight to be able to put this expo together, and how did you come about it that we have this so much? And even the vice president was the secretary of state of the federal government was there, and other strong
ministers and
were there. So can you just tell us in a quick word on actually the background of the journey so far?
See, first of all be grateful that we are Nigerians.
Yeah.
And beside that, we have a great nation. And nobody changes his nation like your parents. It's
Of course.
and we have to make it great. And if you don't look without knowing or where are they making comparison with. If you are making comparison with us, you hardly hear them make comparison with any African country.
Yeah.
They will make comparison with the number one country, like America. Then if America is about 300 years and we are just 60, so if we are, if we go on average,
we're still growing.
We are still growing.
We're just good. If they will shoulder us or give us a
African
percentage,
Yeah.
rate us with America, then we are good. So we shouldn't get discouraged.
Yeah.
And these things we are looking down on. We have foreigners coming in, not even to our villages. They are going to right into our farms, buying this thing off. Supposing now we now shut our doors and say no more purchasing of these things, what do you think would happen? They would be the ones coming knocking
Yeah.
the doors. Please, let's negotiate.
Yeah.
And the unfortunate and painful thing is that we don't even have prices for these things because we neglect them for so long. So we should now value all these things, put a price to them, and I tell you, we'll be good.
Right. Really? Yeah.
No, Slate,
Yeah.
Alhaji just mentioned something. Price, that has also been a major issue.
Yeah.
The regulatory agencies in Nigeria, talking about maybe NAFDAC, talk about Standard Organizations of Nigeria.
Yeah.
Now, these people, are they in any way, helping to grow this? Because most of the activities, when you talk with producers or manufacturers, a lot of complaints comes on how these regulatory organizations or agencies of government are frustrated. In fact, there was one I read the article, he was almost mobilizing his cooperative members to go and protest at NAFDAC, because of the level of frustration NAFDAC has given in giving his products approval.
Okay.
Until they had to quickly. So in your own take, because we understand you have a lot of these manufacturers or producers under business visa. So what do we do? Because that will also help in terms of regulating the price and all that.
no success or nation will live without rules and regulations.
Yeah.
So it's to the advantage. But there are some certain aspects we have to look at so that we can now regulate things. But one peculiar thing about Nigeria and Nigerian products, some of these products are just peculiar to Nigeria. We don't have them elsewhere. So how do you communicate? Nigeria has to come up with its own rating, to standardize a variety of, a product and introduce it to the world.
Of course.
So basically, when you're introducing a new product, you should come up with a rating, how to consume it, how to process it, and give it a tag, a price to it. Because other world will not understand. It is only in Nigeria you will have different varieties in Nigeria, and not just the varieties. We were blessed abundantly with different species of those things.
Yeah.
You see that, like for instance, now we say beans. We have more than 15, 20. It's only ones you come across. Mango, you have different species. You know, so all these things were there in abundance. Some of these things are even waste.
Actually,
like the oil thing we're talking, the moringa thing. Moringa, you see, moringa is just one out of the species of its kind. We have that moringa, which is popularly known as zogale. We have rama, we have dinkin, we have and so on. They're all family of those moringa.
Yes.
But someone just picked moringa,
just one of
just
it.
one. And out of that one, you can see the oil too. Nobody knows it outside here. We are the ones now to tag a price to it, introduce it to the world. But no, nothing is happening like that. We allow people to come. The buyer, the unfortunate thing is the buyer that takes the price. He will say, okay, I'm buying it this. No, how much do you buy?
And we are, encouraging our Nigerians that we need to look inward. We need to buy what we produce so that we can grow our economy, just like Bradley said. So why is it that we Nigerians themselves, we Nigerians, don't actually value what we have now? So based in regards to that, those products, because the crowd I expected was not as much as with what the quantum of products that was exhibited in that expo.
Yeah, you see, why the crowd wasn't that much of Nigerians were caution of security, and the announcement didn't take much time to go around.
Okay.
But I tell you, we tried to, even some of our members that ought to have come, they were disrupted because of the June 12th crisis from other states. So that contributed again. And besides, it's a working day, and some of them couldn't just come. And when they come, they think they're going to pay some token. Yes. So basically, we have to know what Nigeria is worth. And if we can see the trooping of the ambassadors coming in to just witness, we just send one single notification for them, an invitation, and you see all of them in turn, they make a personal call. Do I need a special IV to get in there? We say, no, the one is enough. But some even insisted, and we send it to them. But look at them, they show up, and they appreciate all those things. And look at the offers they are given. But we here, Nigerians, you see, maybe the attracting thing is just electric car. Yeah. But I tell you, for me, it's not the electric car. It's a gas cylinder vehicle, which was displayed there at that spot. And we have a diesel car too. There.
Oh,
Nigeria.
oh,
See this. And Pujo coming with new brands. Serious. Nobody sees that. But then this is just taken up. We want to make it a kind of a rotating kind of showcase in Nigerian products. So those that have missed this one, don't worry. And I will come very soon. Yes.
Yeah, we'll see variety. Like, yes, cars are good, but for me, I think those food spices, because there's too much hunger in the land, and then we have seen, ingenious products by Nigerians. Now, converting, like we saw in the office, pepper oil, Mrs. Let, that they have extracted this pepper seed that you throw away. Now they extract oil in it. Yes. Then you see moringa oil, you see ginger oil, and all manner of, well packaged. But if I see the Ewedu pack, you won't believe. So these are now. How do we take? On this program, we have also made this kind of program. We've done the program trying to take these products across Nigeria. First, let's saturate, the Nigerian market. You made mention, which we also believe, and that's what in our campaign. We're not taking advantage of the population. That huge population is the big market. That's why every other foreign manufacturer or producer is targeting Nigeria. What they're targeting Nigeria is not the land, it's the people. So we're not taking advantage of these things. How can we take advantage of this population, all right, to ensure that we have food in Nigeria?
You see, I want to disbelieve that there's hunger in the land. There isn't. You see, we live in abundance, and that's why we think, look, all those packaged food you are admiring, it's not meant for you, to be sincere. In Nigerian, if you want to take a fresh corn, you take it right from the farm. If you want to take a fresh mango, you take that. We are used to fresh everything. Fresh, even the rice, we're giving priority to the foreign ones. You don't know how long that has been packed. But if you want a fresh rice, look, in abundance, we even celebrate some. Like yam, we say no, we are celebrating new yam. And we know it's new yam coming from the farm. So this abundance of everything and different species, different variety of one species is just making us reluctant. So basically, you see, we should just look inward. You will know how great Nigerians is. And I tell you, all the packagings are for foreigners. Are those Nigerians who are living outside the country for a bit and they wanted to just have something for home. But just start admiring. Nobody should look down on Nigerians who are packaging and say this is substandard. Let them give us a standard and see if we will not meet up better than that standard they are giving. We are just reluctant on the dollar thing. I don't know. The dollar keep coming. Look at some of these things. Like I've told you correctly, they are waste. The seeds you said of
the pepper seeds like a waste. So they are just
so there are so many seedlings like that which they are waste. You just eat the back and throw it away. And all this like shea butter. You see the shea butter thing. Nobody will claim monopoly that I planted this things. You eat and throw it at the bush and it springs up again. So we are living really in abundance.
Really, I want to take you over that word. We are living in abundance. And our viewers will begin to wonder what this ALHAJI GARBA is saying. How can you say we are living in abundance while there's hunger in the land? That's their opinion. But don't depend on what you believe. I want to stand by you that we are living in abundance because, to be very sincere, when we talk about mango fruit, and when we go to Benue State, we know how much mango fruits, the abundance with and true. The only thing is how to reserve them. I think that's the only thing. Otherwise, we should be having them season over season. Do you understand? So I want to stand Nigerian economy, and 100% made in Nigerian good is what we are talking today. And if we are looking more than say made in Nigerian product, 100%, how do we actually bring it to forth so that you can actually understand the value on it, so that we can tap on those potentials and feed ourselves, not to be thinking of going outside the country to get food. for this time. And we're all hammering on our currency, the dollar, and it's actually hitting on our economy too. So if we can sell to the foreigners and to get more, our naira can have that value, then we're making a headway. So we continue to encourage us. If you are listening to us, you engage us, you make your comments and be part of this program so that we can actually move this program forward.
And to jump in again, you see, when we're growing in Jos, which is a rainy state, we don't buy all these things for soup. We grow them just and we go and pick them directly. So very few countries enjoy all this.
So join us and make your comment, as we've said. And Elijah, I don't want to be in the same page with you. What you've done and what that expo you actually organized, it was awesome, and we want to see how we came, because we've been talking on the program here every now and then that we are advocating for self-sufficiency. So if we have so much, even though we are packaging for foreigners, then how do we cultivate for our own use so that we can also begin to enjoy more of this indigenous product, so that we don't go buy because I saw some other product that ordinarily some Nigerians, because of our level of efficiency, will say I'm using foreign products and all that. I saw product that if you actually say this is a Nigerian product, then you'll be amazed. If you check if they can be able to show us those precious stones, they call crystals. Crystals. I saw one of the exhibitors. I said, "Is that crystal?" I said, "Yes." And these crystals are used, polished, and you have very wonderful medals made from it. And you go and showcase them. And when you travel here to UK, you go and buy them. But the source and raw material is from Nigeria. So how do we actually begin to fine tune some of these, precious stones, so that we can be able to use them ourselves and make more money for ourselves in Nigeria?
Yeah, you see, going forward, you see, let's take the food items first.
Yeah.
You see, we're privileged to partner with the Ministry of Health, the medicine sector, which they came and said, look, Nigerian foods are just not food. Most of them has medicinal content in them. So they want to join us to analyze all those medicinal value and showcase to the world. What that means is like the organic shops we are seeing. If you now table out the medicinal value in it, it has become medicine and food again. So it has double advantage, and the price will now multiply. We are packaging all these things, like I said, to the end users that are far away. When you're here, you don't need it, but you need to do that to make money out of it.
Of course.
Just basic tricks about this. But I tell you, we have so much to showcase. Coming to this stones where you're seeing, these stones, most of them, nobody or officially have been government to focus to mine these things. All are illegal. Some, the rain washed them out. I've been to Taraba, and some of the villages come to offer me, do you know the value of this? They're ignorant about it. They want, please find the value. We have this, honestly. So you can see, we just focus on only petrol. And petrol is just one location. We have other ones that has not been even tapped.
Yeah.
You see? And we...
Downstream oil and gas.
That's it. We have other, like 7 spots. Only one. The one we're enjoying. Imagine all those ones that have been tapped and coming to mining. No any official government focus on this mining thing.
business visa?
Yeah, business visa training or first of all, registration is free. And we just encourage Nigerians from all across the state to choose what is abundant or available in your own side, and then you bring it the way you know, to your own capacity. When you come, you register along with it. Then we look at it and we bring in our experts to look that thing and see the missing links in it. And they will now bring you on board and interview you and then tell you much more about those ones. And you know, one important area we always focus, because Nigeria is different and we have all those products in different species, we try to now bring them together and say, okay, look, this is what you have there. And you have other ones? Yes. So we try to now see, harness them to focus on the market need, the species that the market needs.
Yeah.
So that's the essence, we now group them into associations of every commodity. And those commodities will now have a power over the kind of species that is needed in the market. So all of them will now focus on that one, and we meet up the demand of the market.
All right. It's quite wonderful to have you in the studio this morning, and just because of our time, we may not be able to go beyond this. But then we want to actually appreciate all your input. It was quite robust, and we'll continue to encourage our viewers out there that, just like you rightly said, these trainings are for them, for Nigerians.
And it's free.
And it's free, and that's the most important thing. So that you can actually key in and take advantage of these, so that you will not say there's hunger in the land any longer. There's opportunities for us to actually come get trained and see how you can be able to make use of the mineral resources within your area and then put it into use so that it can come to fore and it gives a global attraction. So as we leave this studio this morning, we want to once again appreciate your comment and say maybe you have just one word before we leave finally for our viewers.
Thank you very much. Fellow Nigerians, I think it's about time now to speak for ourselves, or else we'll be at the different side.
All right. So thank you very much. We need to speak for ourselves so that we'll be able to take the room by the room. So as we leave, we normally leave.
No, before we leave, let's say happy birthday to Mr. Slater. Today's his birthday. So we celebrate you on this platform, and of course, we want to thank our viewers. Please, your account is this says receiving gift for the birthday. So thank you for being here. Right. And then we'll have a slogan that will end. That's to say, buy Nigeria to grow Nigeria. So we'll all do that together now. So.
All right. So buy Nigeria to grow Nigeria.